Alright, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakar Kadash, the bonus of the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. So, we can say it's begun now. This is a real important time that we in, as you can see from the headline from what you're seeing on the screen right now. We're in a trade war with China. It says U.S. started biggest trade war in history. China forced to retaliate. All right, and it's from Beijing. And like I said, we see it says on July 6th, the U.S. began to impose 25% tariffs on $34 billion worth of Chinese imports. The U.S. has breached the World Trade Organization trade rules and launched the largest trade war in economic history to date. Okay? And this is pretty much the number one and the number two economy going head to head. Okay? China controls probably 90% of all imports around the world. All right. That's probably even being generous, but it's a reason why you see everything says made in China, because literally everything is made in China. Okay. Now you have stuff that's, made in the USA and exported here and there, or you might have cars that come from Germany that are real good. And, everybody has their niche. Everybody has something that, whether it's oil or grain, whatever you can grow in your region or whatnot. But as far as manufacturing, China is the top dog. Okay? And America is actually his biggest customer. Because what a lot of people don't know, all the garbage that comes from America, China buys, recycle it, make it into all the stuff that Americans buy and sell it right back to them. So who's the real bitch here? Okay? But that's just one aspect. But when you get into, the meat and potatoes of this RT article, it says the Trump administration's new 25% duties applied to 818 Chinese imports worth $34 billion with the B. $34 billion worth of imports. Okay? They're the first stage. Just the first stage. So this is a multi-level tariff. Okay? The first stage and levies threatened by the U.S. on a total of $450 billion worth of Chinese goods, almost $500 billion. Okay, that number is so astronomical. It's almost hard to fathom how you gonna tax somebody on that much worth of stuff. But all that means is it's gonna come right back on here in America. Okay. It's going to come back one way or another, because nobody's going to get all of that and then not do nothing back, man. Nobody's going to slap you in the face and you just let them slap you. You're going to retaliate. Okay, and that's what this article is getting at. It says China warned. It says China warned that while it promised not to fire the first shot, it will now be forced to counterattack in order to defend its core interests. Beijing has vowed to inform the World Trade Organization and to work with other countries to jointly safeguard free trade and multilateral system. Now, what China is doing, China's like, okay, you want to put tariffs on us? You want to tax us? That's fine. Go ahead and do that. I'm going to defend myself. And not only that, I'm going to take the moral high ground around the world so that you look like an asshole. And I come out smelling like roses for just defending myself. Even though I'm going to get down with you. You want to get down low, I'm going to take you down low with you. But in front of everybody's eyes on the world stage, I'm going to be cordial. Which is the best way to do it. Okay? Because America, at the end of the day, is going to get all the backlash from this, not China. Okay? Also, with these tariffs that, they think that they're hurting China so bad, they're actually alienating a lot of their allies in Europe. Because a lot of the allies in Europe, they import and export a lot of aluminum, okay, for like cars and things of that nature. Also, Trump thinks that, with him doing this and raising the tariff on aluminum, it's going to bring jobs back here to America because it'll give people more incentive to want to, hire from within opposed to hire from without. Because they don't want to have to, ship the cars back over, which is going to take more money. But the aluminum and the material that the actual cars are made of is higher. It costs more to be made here in the U.S. than would across seas. So essentially, you're not going to hire more people because you're going to have to pay more people a higher wage and spend more money on the material. Nobody's going to do that. They may do one or the other, but they're not going to do both because then they wouldn't make any money, period. They're going to cut too far in their profit margin. So, really, like I said, it's a double-edged sword. And it's on. That's pretty much all I can say is it's on. Okay? I'll go back and read this first one. It's pretty much this first paragraph is pretty much a summary. It says, China's Commerce Ministry says that the country has no choice but to fight back after the U.S. launched the largest trade war in economic history as Washington's 25% tariff on various Chinese imports goes into effect. So here you have it. Okay? This is one of the first steps to a physical war. It's not called a trade dispute or a trade. I don't even know another word, but it's called a trade war. Okay, not a battle, a war. You have cyber wars, okay? All of this is going to lead to what's called a physical war, okay? Which is going to lead to a nuclear war. This is just the birth pangs, okay? This is what we have to look forward to. This is prophecies coming to pass right in front of our face, all right? Because, like I said, this is going to help put stress on the economy. And once that stress keeps eating on the economy, the dollar's going to get stretched thinner and thinner until it collapses. It's been about what? Since 2008, been about 10 years. The housing market collapsed. The stock market collapsed. Everybody thinks that they're sitting on high. It's due. It's more than overdue. Okay, for the bubble to pop. And they said when the bubble pops this time, you're not gonna be able to blow it back up. Okay? So that's what we're waiting on. Okay, that's what we hasten the day for. Alright. It said that victuals should be good, so good cheap that they think that they should be in good case. Okay, that's what we're in right now. All right, because things are cheap now compared to what they're gonna be here in a little bit. Okay, you already got your gas going up. It kind of went back down a little bit, but you know, for the most part, gas is up. Okay, not only that, you're gonna have food going up. You're gonna have all your goods going up, all your clothing. Everything's gonna go up due to these tariffs. Your car's gonna go up. Anything that, matter of fact, next thing I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to apparatus. I'm gonna try to get a list of these 818 Chinese imports and go through it so I can, you know, break that down, Lord, as well, on what's actually gonna be taxed, so I can, you know, give you the people, the consumer, the watchers, everyone who's, you know what I'm saying, being diligent, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying, we all receive this truth and make it out of here. But, you know, I want to give y'all the news. So, like I said, I'm going to try to check that out to see what I find. You know, with that being said, call law, Yahweh Shem Yashai by Shem Rakar Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, and truth and sincerity in the women and children who follow. Shalom.